army of infidels! They go against the... Will of God, and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
He's going to cause trouble.
Stop acting like a child. You gave me quite the fright.
Hold a moment, Altair. I have a strange request, but perhaps you'll see fit to assist me. I know you seek the Merchant King's life, but there are others in this city just as cruel. Several shopkeepers in this district have taken to selling rotten meat. It's cheap for them to acquire, and they care little for the illness that it causes. Several children have already died as a result. We should not allow this injustice to continue. Would you be willing to put a stop to this?
You want something? You're a dead man!
You will not get away from me!
What happened to this poor girl? God curse the one who's done this! Where are you?
Help! He's gone mad! He wants to kill me! Who's responsible for this? Kill him! Infidel, die! I will catch you!
Pay for your sins!
While you still can.
You wish to die, so be it. Running! You can escape!
Very little corona.
You will not die here!
Kime boyun eğmek
Thank you, brother. You've saved untold lives. In return for your kindness, I'll give you a bit of information you might find useful. I overheard two of the Merchant King's servants this morning. It seems they've left some scaffolding just outside his personal quarters. You could use it to reach him that much quicker.
Preparation is crucial to your success.
Find better items anywhere else, I swear it.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Want a bargain? I'm your man!
Ah!
Come!
What's going on?
He better not cause any trouble.
Do that again and I'll call the guard. Are you blind? Be more careful! Strange, I've never seen someone do that before. Oh my!
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu Naqud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
few coins. Please, sir, have any money? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
in this way. No? Well, there's more. Much more.
Fires of war
food.
consume
I'm
the
so
land,
hungry.
and
Just a
thousands
little
of
money I
lives are
begged
lost
you.
in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor.
Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed. Come no further.
Yaklaşma. Leave now.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction.
Most excellent, most excellent.
Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then. To you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruel. Oh, do not feign ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? I have not heard the words you whispered behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths in thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No. All this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you, mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause, one that will bring about a new world, in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape. just give up! Get out of my way!
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtulduk. Kalkıp kaçmasına izin verme. Kalabalığın içine karışmayı sevmiyorum.
Stop him! Get him out for your sin!
Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin verme.
To the infidels!
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
I saw him!
Maybe you haven't noticed. You're mine! Already lost.
You will not get away from me!
I'll have
Over here, infidel!
You'll never get away. Gözünüzü körtmesin, geri dönecek.
أيها الجابر!
Another question, where did he come from?
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim. He's firing himself. Get him. Geber kafir. Açılın. Kime vurduğunu istiyor? Gel. Kaçman fayda etmez.
You're a dead man. Where did he come from? Don't leave him! I see him! He's dead!
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Naqud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestor started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nutjobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Whenever you're ready, just select the memory you'd like to visit. Ready to get to work, Desmond?
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
Come in, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The Merchant King of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-Addin in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in a crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Oh, God save him. He's gone mad.
Hold your blade. Become one with it.
He's going to run into someone.
When you have been exposed, killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahuddin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
What is it? The strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world.
Can't you spare some money? I beg of you. I'm poor and
We
sick
must
and
push
hungry.
back.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
I stand
Take
before
that
you to
between
deliver a warning. Should
Leave
Richard
us.
take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him.
Leave this place.
He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed.
Could you spare a few coins? I beg of have any money. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Bad news, brother.
Just a few
I
coins.
killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Numair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Numair and get that letter.
I'm poor and sick and hungry. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
فتح حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
That hurts! Stop it!
Aldir, here, take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
Pis hırsız! Gebereceksin!
Help me! Help! Please help! Why are you doing this? What have I done?
This! أنت حثالة!
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Why are you doing this? What have I done?
Turn back now!
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake.
You are not allowed to be here.
It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. He's strong, strong like Salahadin. And take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. King and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they arrive, fires of war I have exactly the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense.
All I ask is for a
tragedy.
My family has been dying. Could you spare a few coins? No, you
Geber kafir!
الذي كان ينبغي فعله.
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim! Kovalayın!
Please, God, get me!
إنه يهرب إلى طريق المسدود. لقد انتهى.
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim! Kovalayın!
أرى أي أحد
Burada!
المكان الذي ذهب
Bu
إليه؟
tarafta! Gel buraya! Çekil önümden yoksa ederim! Açılın!
تعالوا بسرعة. لا تدعوا أبلاد مني.
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yener. Etmeyin onu!
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Kaçmasına izin vermeyin! Kovalayın!
سكت ذلك. ثمن خطاياه.
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Turn back now.
He shouldn't be
Curse
around.
the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God, and will be made to pay!
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
What's he doing?
Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! What? Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade!
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for, inside the madrasa. Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. I stand before you, deliver a warning. When Richard takes Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. He will end it before it has a chance to begin. It is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed.
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stores? I will have it here where he was going. But what about
Dwell in darkness and their fathers before them.
You need
It does
something?
not mean we must as well. This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubair lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you as well. Jubair sees things the way they truly are, sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Somebody do something!
How dare you!
Let me show you where they are. Someone shoot. You die now. Going to get hurt.
Captain 1 expects to defeat me.
This won't be too difficult. This won't be too difficult.
Die, infidel! Over here! You're mine! Faster, faster! İşte kaçıyor! Durdurun! Stay on him! Come see what I have to offer.
Ah, you come to the right place. There's no better person than I.
Move now, or we trample! Step aside! Quickly!
Come on.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masyaf this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
This is our chance to begin anew.
Where is the one responsible? They leave horrors in their wake. I need ride to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Come, people.
I beg of you. I beg of you, trust me.
Now what would cause him to run like...
You live a lie. Surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your minds. Locked away, they might still be discovered. But once burned, these texts will no longer do harm. Once he was
All
a
right,
teacher,
where are you?
a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear
What is
to
it that you
Jubair.
want?
He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it.
Watch yourself.
And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I...
Who saw what happened here?
Our
Make room.
fathers dwelled in darkness and their fathers before them. It does not mean we must as well. This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubair lead and guide it without fear.
My family's sick and dying.
It's great to see you back so quickly and in one piece. I must return to my family, but before I leave, this is for you. I found a map showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful, and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
My family's sick and dying.
The Christian king and his army of infidels.
Once got into... Pis hırsız. Kenara çekil.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Pay for yourself. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Sophie.
God is on my side.
Give up!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
What happened?
Hırsızlar garajına müstahak.
No, you don't understand. I am not...
سمعتها.
Maybe you haven't noticed. Already lost.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
This is terrible. So we've a murderer nearby, huh? Get him!
We should have watched where he was going.
Please be more careful.
أنت حثالة.
Ne istiyorsun?
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? سوف تموت هنا.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
When will he stop acting like a fool?
It's forbidden for you to be here. You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
You're a dead man. Yeah.
Gebereceksin. Won't anyone help me?
Pis hırsız. Kenara çekil. Gebereceksin.
Geber
kafir.
How can one expect to beat me?
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Where is the one responsible for this? I'll have your head! I'll have your head! You've chosen the wrong side! He won't get away! Stop running! You cannot destroy me! Remember the plan! Give up! You've nowhere to run! Come quickly! You've chosen the wrong side!
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Hello, my friend.
May God have mercy.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days, and for once their words are kind. If you're truly a changed man, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a favor. Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold. You would be doing all the city a great service if you were to find these merchants and destroy their stalls. This should end their evil.
Show yourself!
Please, sir, have any money?
Huh? Show yourself!
No, please don't leave. Just a few
I'll have your head! You'll never get away! You should not have gotten involved! Now you are! Ready your weapons! You fire back! Someone keeps your mind! You can't get involved there! You can't escape! With them.
This isn't right. Someone shouldn't die. Or it has a chance to begin. I'll be right here, don't you worry. I'll help in any way I can. Satan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. This is terrible. He tempts us always.
Horrible. Tragic.
Our enemies, in whatever way you can. No, the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin's right to beat him. That he's far fight the army. The fires of war consume the land.
Help! He's gone mad! He wants to...
Hello? What I say.
Look! Look! What is he doing?
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
Such a strange man.
My God! Die, infidel! Die, infidel! Here they come! Be careful, sick! He will march do that! You can't just kill someone! Here they come! You'll never get away! You can't get it home? Come back here! I know you're hiding from me! Coward! That's unwise. Who saw what happened here? Here! He's over here! Come back here! I won't give up so easily! Yeah. There he goes! Stop! Yes!
You've done a good thing today, Altair. In exchange, I'll share my knowledge with you. Your target is likely to be dressed, much like his followers. So here is how to distinguish him from the others. He wears rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. Find him, brother. Make him feel pain.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, sir, have any money?
You have no business here. Leave.
What is it that you want?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Leave this place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, our fathers dwelled in darkness and their fathers before them. It does not mean we must as well. This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubayer lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. Jubayer sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Bother someone else.
I'd leave if I were you, before I really get angry.
I don't know you. Leave me alone.
Oh, you foul little rat! Leave me alone!
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubayer holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
Where is he going?
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
أيها المحكمة بقايا سوف تموت هنا سوف آتي إليك أيها الحديد لا تخف عن الجري لن تهرب هنا تعالوا بسرعة لا تدعوه يضرب نفسه اقبضوا عليه اقبضوا عليه أنت تطلق بالإخبار